All right, welcome back everybody. So just want to give an apology to everyone. It's been quite some time since I released a video. No excuse. Sometimes you just run into parts of the project that seem to discourage you, and I shouldn't have allowed that to affect me. Should have kept pushing on. So anyways, didn't grab the camera last night. Told everyone I did get my LOJ harness here. On this there was quite a bit of stuff that you gotta repin that I was unaware of, so I was able to pick up a harness, a VQ harness. So these three connections down here you have to repin, and then the white one inside the car, and then there's a couple others here that are terminated. These three go to the AC. I believe this one goes down to the alternator, and one of these goes to, I believe, the fuel pressure. So there's quite a few of them, but I did find everything that I needed, and just going through getting that on the car now. Last time I left you off with the exhaust, and that's what's been getting me the most. So I was able to get this section fully welded up. Now some of these welds are pretty amazing and some of them are garbage, so you can see how it gets better as you go on. I did tack this on here the other night, and I do have another little section here. Any of you that follow me on Instagram have seen the pie cuts that I've been doing. So just got this tacked together right now, and I got a radiator that should be showing up Monday, Tuesday, somewhere at the beginning of the week. The kicker is, once again, I'm heading back to work. So once I do get back, I've also got a shop that's bending up the bar for me for where the crush bumper used to be. So I'll be able to get that into place, and then I'm going to get the radiator core support back on there, and I'm going to hack that up. I've got some other chromoly tubing and some 1/8 inch sheet metal that I'm going to kind of fabricate off of that factory core or radiator support and make it work so that I can move that radiator forward about 4 to 5 inches. And I was talking in the last video with the AC lines, so I am going to get these all measured up here. And this one I'm probably going to chop right down here. I'm going to put an AN fitting, run it along this side, back up and over to the radiator, or to the AC condenser. And this one here is going to work just fine the way it is. So I'll tie that back into its spot here. And then the other one that goes into the AC down there, I got to buy a new line because I tried doing some stuff, screwed it up. So I think I found it on Rock Auto for like 14 bucks. I'm going to get that ordered up, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure those. I actually have the line sitting here. I'm going to measure the size, and I'm going to get an AN fitting that I can weld to it. And then on the AC compressor itself, that side, I'm going to chop off those quick disconnects and weld on some opposing AN fittings there. So it should work. I know Ryan with A21 Bravo did it on one of his lines because he wanted to redirect it and move it forward just like I'm doing. Kind of feel like a copycat sometimes, but this is how we learn stuff, you know, by watching these other guys. So couple other things, and pardon the mess because it is a disaster here. I did get this catch can from Real Street. Really nice setup. It actually comes with a mounting bracket here, so we'll get that mounted up. And then I've got, that's the ECU in there. I've actually got the drive shaft inside the house. There's a box back here with all the 3-inch intercooler piping. And I was trying to order some Snake Eater 1500s. He seems to be completely out of stock on the LS3 style. So I did order some thousands. I'm gonna push those. I know people have used 80-pound ejectors, you know, upwards of 800-900 horsepower. So I'm gonna push those thousands, see how far I can get them, and then we'll kind of go from there. I mean, beginning with this, you know, my beginning setup, I'm shooting for 550, 600 on wastegate. So I did get the shifter relocation from LOJ as well. I just gotta drop the tranny again. I just have to lower it down to get that mounted up again. There's something else here cool I got from Radium. Pardon me while I take it out of the package here. Hopefully I'm not making everyone motion sickness here. Motion sickness? That just sounds lame. Motion sick. There we go. So just this fuel tank bulkhead. See my little puppy in the background there, Jeffy. He's tingling himself up. So anyways, a little bulkhead. I'll put that in the fuel basket. And I've actually got two E85 Wolverine pumps that I initially had bought for the GTR to run E85, but we don't have E85 anywhere here in southern Utah. Closest place is Las Vegas, and the only way that that's even feasible is to drive down there with a couple 55-gallon drums, fill them up, and store them in my garage, and hopefully it doesn't fall out. The content doesn't fall out before I get to use it, or run with Ignite like E90 or something. But the problem with that, to get it shipped here, the shipping's like $400 or $500. So lots of rambling here. I don't have a whole lot to show you guys in the way pardon me, in the way of putting anything together right now, because I want to get those injectors in, and then I'll get the injectors hooked up. I got to go through my pile of stuff over here, see if I have some of the decent coil packs. I know I got some of the round ones, the earlier ones. I think though I've got, actually I can see them right there. I do have some of the square ones, so I'm pretty certain those are the ones I'm going to be using. Anyways, the project's definitely getting a heck of a lot closer. The biggest holdup now is going to be just getting this hot side done, getting the radiator mounted, getting the intercooler mounted, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'll be back with you guys here in a little bit. I'm going to do some cutting and a couple more pie cuts and a little bit more welding, so probably do a little bit of time lapse with that. I know you guys have seen it a bunch. It's just seemed to be the big part of the project, so I'll be back with you. All right, guys, nice little time lapse there of cleaning up a couple of these pie cuts here. Any of you looking to do some stainless pie cuts or any stainless welding whatsoever for the first time, one thing that you will hear everybody say about welding stainless is prepping the stainless, making sure it's super clean, making sure your edges are super tight fit up, especially TIG welding. So I've got some acetone here, got my Scotch-Brite, got a rag, and make sure to get rubber gloves on, and I'm going to clean all this up and clean this up. I did want to kind of show off another new toy that I did get here. Shouldn't call it a toy, it's definitely a tool. So I picked up a CK Worldwide flex head torch and some of the Furic 12 cups. This thing is awesome. It's made a huge difference. Anybody looking for a new torch or new to TIG welding, definitely recommend checking both of those things out. So anyways, I'm going to set back up for another time lapse here, kind of show you guys cleaning this stuff up, prepping it, and then I'm going to start tacking on to the crossover pipe here. So be right back with you guys. So we made a little more headway with this. I gotta do a couple more pie cuts. Just get it to angle up and around this here. Trying to keep it nice and flush. That way, you know, it's giving me the most amount of room up by the radiator and everything. So I think I'm gonna call it good for this video though. It's getting kind of late and chop saw is kind of loud, so don't want to piss off the neighbors too bad. Anyways, probably get that all cut up first thing in the morning and get it tacked up. I'm gonna have to break it here. I had a hard time getting that one to tack up, so anyways, I'm gonna have to chop it there and weld this full piece up just because it's going to be pretty tight right here, and then I'll get the rest of this welded up, and hopefully I can have some more nice cleaner welds like that as opposed to that. But in the grand scheme of things, as long as if it holds, that's all I care about, because it's all getting wrapped with the heat tape anyway, so don't care too much what it looks like. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to call it there for the night. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I tried to bring a little more information and a little more detail to the table here. So if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.